It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on our home team. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL. Guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a second and 6.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.J. Barner, 34 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. They juked him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
From the 29, here's the second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Ward. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running left again to Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete to DK. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Ready, let's go.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Again, it's Pacheco.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Here we go. Start.
Now Ward. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Ready.
To throw, here's Ward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off play action, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk.
They'll throw again, Ward.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go. Rocco 80. Ready, right?
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Ready. Get it. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Ward to throw for it on 4th.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That complete to Downs.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. The tight end in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
3rd down.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Get it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Get it.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ward.
It's complete to Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Ward. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. More. That's to the tight end, Helm. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Here we go.
10-yard line.
Cougar night.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Now this is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Going for it, here's Ward.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
34-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On the play. That's another Dolphins first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw again.
First down.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We continue on with a great day of football. This, the 3rd of the 3 Wild Card Sunday games. Let's show you what's transpired so far. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's Caleb Williams. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This is one of them here. The Bears prove they're a force to be reckoned with. The number 5 seed advances with a road win. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the New York Jets. And it's the talented and speedy Breece Hall. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Jets will live to fight another week. They're moving on to the divisional round. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jordan Love. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Packers are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
They need 2, here's third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Ward. That's complete to DK.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete to Wandale
Here we go,
Robinson.
here we go.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another first down.
They go play action with Ward. And that one too wide and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
Robinson's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
15 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins' first
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
First down, Miami.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Up the middle, Achane.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go! 19, time.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Dances by him. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Ward.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this taken in by Downs.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Taylor Demerson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
That is caught.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Ward.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Ward. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Pushes past him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Count. Ready.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
Shoves him aside. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. Broncos, go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Flowers. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throw caught by Flowers. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
1st down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7.
He'll look to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
It's a gain of 11.
Here's 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A gain of 2.
Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
He's back to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.